What is going on, everybody? Vex30 here, coming with a new video, and today the patch notes dropped for Paladins, the update show, etc. I know the patch notes were already out there for Tribunal, but yeah, it was fully released, and we got a first look at 7, the new flank champion. We're gonna be going through that today in this video, watching that, reacting to it, giving you all my thoughts, opinions, impressions, etc. All that fun stuff. As you're seeing on screen, he looks amazing. I am so excited for 7. But if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those great things in the video. Let me know down in the comments what you think of 7. Do you think it's be balanced, OP, underpowered? Let me know down below. If you enjoy this content, go follow me over my Twitch Vex30 and my TikTok. But without further ado, I'm gonna jump it over to me for a second because we have a quick announcement, and then we're gonna get right into 7. All right, quick announcement. We have released a website for Paladins. I know, really weird, interesting, awesome. I love it. Link below down in the description, realmstats.gg. You can come to this website to check out analytics for Paladins, and we have future plans on this to update the UI, make it more intricate, adding a ton new things. As you can see, we're going to be working on matchups so you can see counters for champions, etc. There's a ton of different stats here and super useful stats to check out. You can check out team compositions, you can check out win rates by maps, talents, ranks, etc. There's a bunch of different filters here. Like say I wanted to go to map, I want to see how Cassie is performing on certain maps. I could type in Cassie, boom. How is she doing? She's struggling on Bright Marsh. I find that interesting actually. So if you want to check this out, let me know down below. Check the description for the link. If you like it, go share it to your friends. The more support we get on this page, the more we plan on developing it. So if you like it, check it out, use it often, and be sure to pass it around. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the video. Show me the juice. Let's go. Love this cinematic.
Is the savior of the realm. Try and save yourself.
He's got to be a flank, right? January 20. Okay, so the patch is going to drop later this month. Okay, noted.
Ooh.
Just wow.
So,
It got out of the air.
so yeah, not to be confused there. The name is
Okay,
7.
gotcha.
It's not
Yes.
5. It's 7. Obviously Roman numerals.
He's a perfect killer. He's the perfect person to carry out any task you need, any high-end mission. And that's the kind of character we wanted to make, someone who felt kind of expensive, deadly, all those qualities that you're both intrigued by and afraid of.
Yeah. And we're gonna get to take our first look at
Yeah, okay.
him in
Okay,
game.
gotcha.
And he's a new flank champion.
He is.
Ooh. Okay,
Our
new
new
flank.
flank
Noted.
champion.
Let's see this.
Yeah, you can see him here.
Looks
Just-
sick.
He looks so cool. I mean, that
Okay.
cape, his presence, the way
There's
he
an
stands.
indicator for
this is
what
an
kind of
awesome champion.
shots you have.
Do
Interesting.
not want to be on his bad side.
Yeah, so he like Rose said, flank. You can see there only 1900 health. So take care.
Whoa.
Take care, son.
don't-
He's not
He
the
is
most
paper thin.
durable. Yes.
I don't like that indicator.
It's paper thin
The
for a
indicator
reason, though.
needs
I when
moved.
going into playtest with y'all, definitely
The indicator needs moved a little bit,
a
but
point
outside
of
of that,
frustration if somebody is really good with him, no matter how fragile he
1900
may
health?
be.
Okay.
If you can't catch him, he is a deadly force indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, the flank is gonna flank.
Yeah. So that this is his cool.
Ooh,
Weapon
I like
inspect.
that reload.
Yeah. Checking it out. Yeah, we can kind of get into his kit though. So the first thing we're looking at
Get
here
right into it.
is
Let's
his
go.
weapon, his heavy SMG, and this is an interesting one. It's unique. We have some UI on screen that isn't final, but it's close to final. You'll see in game though what it really looks like. When you all get it in live, it looks great. So the first thing he has is his burst mode. The way his weapon works is he has 3 different modes that he can swap between, and he always starts in burst. This mode produces good long-distance damage in 3 rounds. This is for if you want to hit players that are a little further away.
okay,
you
this
wanna
is
be accurate.
fascinating actually.
This is the weapon mode
I like
you want
this.
to be in. So if you want to engage from a distance, do some poking, this is where you're at.
The
It's
idea of
consistent,
changing your weapon
easy to hit.
fire
And that's
rate
the
depending
burst
on what
mode.
range you are.
And what you would then do, you're going
is
to
a skill
swap to the
cap
next mode, and
that's-
after that, you get a little something called the mag dump. Some
Mag
of
dump,
the
close
everyone's
range.
favorite in the
Yep,
playtest. What
completely
this
close
does is it
range.
unloads your entire clip, dealing a
I
lot of
love
damage. But you have
this.
to be very close. So you can see there, we just absolutely destroyed that.
This
Cassie
adds like
bot.
a
Didn't take her
level-
out in one hit. But this is again
This
just
adds a
taking your
level
entire
of
clip and
complexity
wildly
to the
spraying
champion.
it.
That's
So you're really
important.
going to have to control it. But the payoff is huge. If you land it, you're doing
What?
a lot of damage.
What?
Ooh,
What?
there we go. We'll get to that in a second.
What the?
And then the final mode. This is your
Oils.
regular. This is your. Oh, see ya. We've all been there. So this is automatic. This is actually, again, you're dealing a little more damage than you do with the burst mode, but it's a consistent line of fire.
What's the
This is
range?
when you want to
Range,
put a lot of
range,
pressure
range.
on them constantly. You've got a pretty big clip, right? You have 40
Less range,
bullets,
less
so you're going
range
to be
than
able to
burst.
shoot this for a while.
A little bit less
Keep
range.
hitting them, put on different effects on them, and then you're just going to just be a presence. You're constantly challenging them with this weapon. And I love, you can see that look at that barrel just gets so hot. That overheating was something really cool that we added to the game, and it just looks
Okay.
really nice.
Oh my
So
God.
again, he's a champ. You can see like
That's like no damage.
pretty okay from a distance, but when you get in close,
What
when
the
you're moving
hell?
around, and we'll show here in a second some of his abilities, you're doing a lot of damage. Oh, Class Clown Strix. I like that.
Oh yeah, that's one of the titles that you can actually get, just to let
Very
everyone
close,
know,
yeah.
from the it's either from Event Pass or Trials, but
Right.
very cool.
We can look
I
at
love
next.
how
We can.
well-
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, give props to our animators and sound team for how well the sounds of the bullets flow with these different modes as you're shooting the bullets.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, his
it's just-
damage
it's just
actually
so
seems a
smooth
little
no
bit
matter which one you're doing,
underwhelming.
and it
Actually,
just-
I
I don't know,
mean,
it just
this
looks so
this
good.
is
It's
great.
crispy.
I want to see
It's
the rest of his
crispy
kit
clean.
to see how easy
It
it
is
is to
I wanna
get
see some
on up
exploit
on
from those
someone.
for sure.
Like that's the question. Like how
Bye,
easy
Cassie.
is it?
Yeah, so you can
for
see there's
7
some. Oh,
to
hey,
get
Lucifer.
that close to someone
But yeah,
and get out
the,
and live.
What it's called is trigger discipline. That's
Aw.
did it work? Oh dang! Can you pet that
Does
Lucifer?
Paladins let you pet the dog?
Slash pet.
Mm,
We
I
playing.
guess not yet. Maybe next patch. I won't commit to that. So then there
Paladins
is
turn
the
into an
trigger
MMO.
discipline is what you're doing when he's right-clicking there, and that's swapping. That takes about a second. So that's going to let you swap between the fire modes. So you can always be in that mode that you want to be in. The next
Okay.
ability is his explosive dodge. So that's just going to be you're
Movement,
getting out of the
right?
area. You're in a fight. You want to get away. You dodge roll in one of 8 directions actually, but then you leave behind
What
some
the
little C4, some little explosives for the enemies. For the
Oh.
enemy team, they'll be able to see it. It's got a pretty large radius, so you won't be too surprised by them.
What the
But they
fuck?
deal a burst of 3 damage, and it lasts for about 10 seconds out in the world before
Oh.
they disappear. And
Can
can
you roll
have 2
through
out at
somebody?
a time. So again, this is just that
Roll through
utility
him.
of like
Roll through him.
someone just landed on you, and as a flank, it's always important to have some quick
He
escapability.
did. He just rolled through him,
And this
right?
just dodge rolls with some explosives there. So you're just setting the trap, right? You can't be surprised is the idea.
I'm pretty sure if he can roll through people,
It reminds me a little bit.
I
of,
think
like,
his damage is
Cassie's, but,
insane.
like maybe more deadly.
like if you can get in on somebody,
Exactly. It's like Cassie's,
burst
right?
them
It's I
with
think it's got a little
the
less
mag
range,
dump.
but it's like you are, and it looks really cool too, like especially from third person. But it's just 7 saying like,
His
no,
burst is
I'm
insane.
leaving this here.
But his issue is getting up
And
on
that's,
someone.
yeah, so
Good
it does
ability.
pretty large damage.
I'm super excited about the next one.
Oh, that looks sick.
It's
Yes.
so cool.
And you can see there. And then the big one for this character, our movement ability for 7 is very unique. As we're getting along in Paladins, we're always trying to think of new ideas, new stuff. For this character, we thought,
boundaries.
wow,
Yeah, I just don't think. Yeah, I don't
yes,
think
we're
melee
pushing
works
the
in
boundaries. We
Paladins.
really are.
I just
For this
remember
character, we
the
thought, wouldn't it be cool
god awful
if you
state
could
of
maybe
Terminus for
stick to
2
the
years.
walls?
2
And so what
plus
we did
years.
is we gave
still has weird bugs where
7
he
something
doesn't
that we
contest
have in our
panel.
game, this idea of a grappling hook. I can pull myself, right?
For
We have Grover,
Terminus.
we have Vora. But this is a true grappling hook. I can attach to a wall over a certain height,
Oh,
and I will
Terminus,
actually
my
stick to the
dude.
wall, becoming invisible. So I'm setting up and I'm perching.
Wait,
and
what?
I'm waiting for the moment to strike.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Wait,
So
this
you
is
stick
sick.
to the wall. You can stay
What
up
the
there
hell?
for between 4 to 5 seconds,
What?
depending on cards. And
Okay,
you are
this is
invisible.
stealth
now,
done right. This is
before you
great.
say it, if you move or you shoot, you come out of invisibility. So it's not like you're going to sit up there and have complete control. It's like There are some limits to it. It's really good when you're trying to escape, and we've seen some really cool plays in match. But 7 is going to be perched up on the wall.
So you can do
You're gonna
damage,
see him up
and it
there, and you
won't
can
move you.
grapple actually
You can
once
stay
you're
up there and
on the
do
wall, because you
damage.
have 2 charges of this. So you get a charge, and if you blow through them, you do have to wait. But you can grapple from wall to wall if you have enough.
2 grapples?
But it's been
There has to
super
be a
cool in
talent based on
playtests,
grapples, right?
and
There
I
has
think
to be.
I'm really
This is
excited
such
to
a
see
fun
what everyone
play
does with
style.
this. And as you can
I think
see,
it's
there was
Well,
a
he
definitely-
lot
looks
of
sick
work.
too.
Yes.
I was just gonna say, I think it's definitely one of our most unique grappling abilities so far. I know, like, we definitely have.
Wait,
like,
this is
the
fucking
Rover
awesome.
And Vora,
What the
but
hell?
this is definitely taking it above and beyond.
Yeah, it really is. And this was the kind of, again, and shout outs to our programming and tech art and everyone else that kind of
No
went
way,
into
Bull.
getting
No
that
way.
latch
I
to
don't like that.
feel and look good
Would
when
not
you're on
like
the wall.
that. I would
Just
like
getting
to
7 to
have
turn
3
and look like he's
charges.
holding onto the
There
wall
should be
like
a
that
talent
was
where you have
a
3
lot of work,
charges
so
that increase
props to
cooldown
them.
by 1 or 2
But again,
seconds.
this is like
Wait, you do damage
a
when you grapple
really,
somebody?
really cool
How much?
grappling hook that is just great
Yeah.
utility.
Whoa!
And as you can see
What?
here, what actually our cameraman is doing,
Wait!
the grappling hook can actually be attached to enemies. And
Okay, so
we
he can get up to
separated it by
people.
class. If you grapple a
Separated by
non-tank, right, so our
class.
flanks, damages, and healers or supports, you will pull them towards you, dealing a little
Non-tank.
damage. And if you try and grapple to an enemy that's a tank, you will pull towards them.
What?
So just some more flavor, some cool stuff. Again, that ability to do some really fun plays.
Wait,
like,
that's such
hey,
a
maybe I
unique
don't want
thing
to
to
attach
think
to a wall.
about.
Maybe I want to pull someone towards me, hit him with that mag dump, right? Like we've seen that, and then get out with your dodge. So the potential for burst is actually pretty high, but the idea that you are just this deadly
You can't pull them up
assassin is perfect with
inclines.
this. So
Good to know.
yeah, the grappling hook was one of those things that we were super excited when we got it to work. And that's what Rose was talking about earlier. It's like, it can be frustrating when you come in, or she was having that, or Rose was having that
this is
moment where
sick.
it's like, wow,
This champion
what's
is
happening?
fucking awesome.
There's someone flying around the map and I can't see them and now they're dodging.
Okay, that's important to know.
But
When you
here's
grapple
paper
the
thin.
wall,
like
you can use your
shock
movement
or,
to not go
it
to
was
the
either
wall.
Shock or,
You can use it to be like
Ethan,
Vora or like Grover.
Feisty.
And use momentum to
That
move.
might have been the one getting me in the playtests with this.
Didn't work for
and
Vora?
yeah.
Yes.
It can
Yeah,
be
I
a
feel like
point
that would be
frustration
weird
if
for
you're
Vora.
playing
Vora's
damage
doesn't
or support and
fit
stuff, which
that
I
idea.
normally play. So
Or, like,
Yeah, so
pulling
this
somebody
is
into
just
burst.
Love the
opening up.
utility.
You buy
Yes.
deft hands now? Yeah. I think
Love the attention
7
to
might be an
detail. I
insane
love
deft
that,
hand
like,
champ.
you can like launch yourself, you can stick, you can pull, and then if they're too heavy to pull, then you pull yourself to them. I really like this a lot.
Okay, so he can get
It's
in on
a really
people
cool champ.
with this.
And I was going to say, I think the fun part too is just
I
like,
want to know his cooldowns.
we're kind of
I
now
really
giving
wanna know his
players
cooldowns.
another, a way to essentially kind of
wonder if he
reinterpret
has a
our
reload
maps,
speed
right?
card
So
too.
for so long we
Yeah.
have
Oh,
asked
I can't
players
wait
to
to
kind of
see
look in
everything
one
about this
area, but now
champion.
it's like, hey,
I think there's so many
of course
things.
there are ways to counter this,
But-
but there's going to be a lot of places for 7 to kind of get around and hide and ambush people, and it's going to be really cool.
Yeah,
As,
the playtests I
as
remember,
Karn-
like, if you go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think it was Karn once said, "With great power comes great responsibility."
Not yet. No
That
matter
was
his
Karn,
all.
you're right.
Yeah.
I want to
That's
know the
the
range
first
on
place
his
that was
flying
ever
too. It
said.
seems
I was in the playtest.
far.
If
Oh.
if you have
Okay,
the
so while
attention
you're-
and keep a close eye on him, you can definitely see where he
You can
grapples to,
move midair,
and then hit him with
and
a
then
couple
once
shots
you hit a
and
wall,
make
you
him
can like
visible,
adjust
and
where
then
you go to
counter
the
very well.
on the wall.
But if
it
it's in the
seems
thick,
after
like, the
you
heat of battle,
grapple.
and you're paying attention to 3 other things, and you don't know exactly.
Okay,
where it
yeah,
went,
all right,
it's
sick,
very
love that.
hard. So like,
Good thinking.
There's some good counterplay.
You work
on both sides.
unfortunately.
A lot of
Have a good one, Nada. Thanks for
And
stopping
if you
by,
get
bro.
resilience, right? You have the ability, at least in the core
Comes with
mode,
def
that we
hands,
have the
mag
ability
dump
to
scheme.
kind of see these invisible players. And that last part of that
That
grapple,
sounds so
that's really
fun.
cool that you saw.
You can just
The
get in
camera
on
person
someone
doing
and
here
just
is when you
unload,
latch to a wall,
reload,
and if you actually
unload,
hit
reload.
space, you do a nice little leap off. So you can get some extra momentum, just kind of playing into that really mobile, moving fast.
Like that. I like
and
that.
it feels great.
I like that a lot.
I think that, again, one of my favorite modes in our game, or one of my
He
favorite
looks
movement abilities.
really clean.
But
He's
next,
not
a very
clunky.
cool idea. We
This
wanted to
champion
put
can be
mask. This
so
is ultimate.
in clunky.
We're calling this
Oh!
Decree
He's on a
77.
fucking
Right now it's
player.
called Order. We're changing that, but this is his
Decree.
ultimate.
Yeah,
using
you got to be
that
careful with
cool
Order
mask.
77. Disney's gonna
to
come
scare some
after
people.
y'all. You're not trying to get fucking sued out here.
We have to- So you can see here, we have this awesome overlay. Again, thanks to UI, thanks to VFX, they just made this look great for
Oh, that's
for an
right.
ability. Yeah, it's so good.
What does it do?
For an ability where you're just kind of like looking at someone, trying to think of a way to make just looking at someone feel impactful. I think they nailed it.
and really tie into that mask
Marks
too.
them.
Yes. Yeah, so you can see here what you do is you mark players. So you pull up your mask, Oh, they'll run forever. You'll pull up the mask.
Wait,
That
what?
gives you a reticle, and you target enemies within a distance.
What?
And once you're over them for long enough, you can see that red circle will kind of change as you're close. You put an icon above them. Once they're marked, you can reactivate the ult, or you can let it pop. And what that does is it fears them, which you've actually added a new fear effect
Another
for those
fear,
that are,
finally.
very perceptive, or they kind of notice differences. But yeah, like this is that idea that I can now target maybe one person, I can target a whole team, I can latch up on a wall. But this is a targeted fear because we kind of looked at it and we don't have too many
Gotta love
fears
the
in the game,
ultimates
and
in
it's a really
Paladins.
cool effect.
I fucking love
and
the
it
ultimates.
fit in perfectly with this champion. So I'm
This is not at
scaring
all
them. I'm doing a little
broken,
damage,
but it's
and I'm
cool.
fearing them.
Like,
And I think
Now the
it's been
fear
really cool.
duration,
it's
it's only
impactful,
2
but not
seconds, right?
like OP.
It's just
I think it's like
behaving a little
1.5,
different than bots.
1.75. Yeah. Yeah, well, our bots will keep running. Maybe players will
Everybody out
shoot
here
because they're
thinking
so
they're
afraid,
feared
but our bots
permanently.
just keep running.
It's an Unreal AI thing where that once they're in the fear state, they're
Wait,
like,
wait,
oh, I'm
are you
moving, so I'll
invisible
keep
up
going.
there? When you
That
ulti,
is
are
not
you
how it would
invisible?
play out against a player for sure.
But this ult is just
I need to
super
know. I
cool.
need to know
You know,
right now. Because
You're
that's an
really
amazing way to
targeting
use
the
ult.
enemy.
Grapple
You
up,
can use
invis,
it
and
to
ult while you're
duel
invis.
someone. You
Let's
can
see.
pop it fast enough. You can get a whole
It looks
team
like
and
he's coming
disrupt
out of
them.
stealth, but it could just
So
be
it's
the
just
ult
like,
animation.
it's that idea that like, hey, I'm here.
I think
I
you
see
should
the
stay in stealth
situation.
with the
Let's take
ults.
advantage of it.
I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
really fun in game.
I think that makes
So
it
super
way more
excited
useful.
to see. I'm just really excited with this champion to see what players can do. Right, it's the highlight
Seems
reel
weak as
moment. I want to
Resi.
see
Yeah.
those
It seems a
cool
little bit weak.
things
I
that
agree
I
with
didn't
that.
even think of.
Absolutely. The old emergent gameplay. I like it too. Like we made it 3/4 of the way through his kit. We had this really cool grappling hook, and then he has an ult on top of it. Like,
Duration of
that's
stealth.
awesome.
No, it just showed the
Yes.
duration of how long he can stay on the wall.
Yeah, that is
X.
that's the new newness. 7, our flank again. Like you have this
I need
these
to
3
see
modes
talents.
on your
I
weapon.
need to see
You
talents.
have a
I
dodge
need to see
roll, a
talents. Let's go.
grappling hook, and then you have your mask that fears people. So it's this whole kit of maneuvering around the map, setting up, ambushing, getting out of there if you get caught, and just
I'm
keep
blind. No, it's
moving.
okay. It's okay.
Stay deadly, but take
I can
those
understand where you're
moments.
coming from.
If you think someone's going to come through an area, right, and set up a good ambush, and you never know, you might have great rewards.
Walking through a doorway and having 7 on the ceiling behind you.
Yeah, there's gonna be a
it
lot
can
of
definitely
like
be a
unique
surprise
interactions
moment.
interactions
Speaking
with
of the whole
7.
kit, should we get into the talents? Is it time?
I say so.
Let's do it.
I say yay.
Yeah, yay to that.
Yay to that.
as we often try to do with talents, each one of these is intended to emphasize a different aspect of his
Okay.
kit.
I want to see a grappling hook one.
So for the
3
first one,
elemental of
we're
what?
leaning into the fire modes and the
Whoa.
primary weapon.
What?
So it essentially adds a different elemental effect, further distinguishing the different modes. The burst mode that you
Wait,
start
this
in
is sick. That's
electric,
sick.
and it reveals enemies and deals AoE damage.
Okay, there's none for the grappling
The
hook.
mag dump has a fire associated with it, and then it will add a damage over time burn after you do the burst of damage.
Oh my god, overcharge
And then
is
the
kind of
automatic fire
nuts.
has ice, and it will apply a slow to enemies who are targeted by it for a little bit of control. So that's the first one. The second one is leaning into his ultimate, Decrease 77. And what it's doing is it allows you to charge it faster. And it
Wait,
also
these
kind of
talents are
trades
all
out
really
that
good.
control of the fear for some more offensive capability, dealing direct damage
Wait,
of over 1,000.
all of
And
these
then,
talents are
The
amazing.
last one is
Even spring-loaded.
emphasizing his dodge movement ability. This is going to make it explosive.
Spring
where
load
you will
allows
drop
you
an
to dash
explosive
in
where
on
you
somebody
land
and burst
and where you
them.
take off from, and decrease the cooldown of the dodge, and then increase the range that you're traveling as well to really lean into that.
Oh,
mobility.
wait.
So each of these, like you find the element of your kit that you prefer, or that it's more effective in the particular lineup.
Okay,
and
I can
then
see why you don't want
emphasize
alt and
that,
stealth now.
to really play.
I
in the
can
way you wanna
actually
play.
understand why you don't
Very
want
cool
alt
stuff.
and
Yeah.
stealth.
It is
This
very
would
cool.
be
And as you can see here, we went for the
busted.
second talent, Overcharge. They're all really good talents, but this one is cool because it almost feels like you could have made this into another ult. But we're essentially giving now a laser to 7, and you have to hold it over, and it builds up. It does some tick damage, and then it pops. So it's this idea again. You just like the regular ult, you want
No,
to
the
still
third
sit
one
there
has
and watch
major
them for a little
uses.
bit to build up, but then it will
because
explode,
it's 250
dealing
per
damage.
charge.
You have to
and
wait
if you
for it.
dash in on
So
somebody
that's
when you
again that
land,
idea
you
that
drop
Fish is saying,
charges
like
at
you
their
need
fees.
to.
You burst.
You
them
want to
and then
trade out that ult to
mag
deal a
them.
little more
They're
damage,
dead.
deal a little more burst. That's the one you're going to go with, and it just looks awesome.
I like.
It
I don't
seems
know.
like something really good for like if you want to
I
help
want to know how
melt
much
down
the
tanks
burn
more.
damage is because
Definitely seems good for that. And then
Could do.
I was gonna say, does the for that strength, are you trading out like you're
I don't know,
more
this is-
vulnerable? I assume. Like with how fragile your health is as 7, it seems like you might be more vulnerable while you're in that ultimate.
Okay, question is, with
sniped
wait,
yourself.
let me see.
Yeah,
Ult in general
great point.
is exactly that moment.
The burn's
yeah.
not that much. It's only like 100 damage.
Yeah, I think it is one of those things when you're
Love
ulting
the
as this
VFX.
champ.
Love them.
You can't use your other abilities, so you want to either be in a really good
love the
position,
new character,
like,
Chaos.
so that you're perched up on a wall that people
Very
are going to have trouble
balanced,
shooting you,
very
but you want to be
balanced,
somewhere
unique.
because once you commit to that ult, unless you cancel it, you're going to be, you got to stand there and
Actually
take it
love
and
him.
hope that you have the right positioning because you can't move once you're in it. You can walk,
Yeah,
but you
the
can't use
element
your
effects
abilities, so,
are really
yeah,
good.
you are vulnerable.
I have definitely
Very,
died
very
during my ult
cool.
as 7.
Yes.
Now, one thing that I will say that I think is really cool and we're about to get into is 7 technically
broken?
has
No, not at all.
7 skins.
I
if
think
you
he's actually
include,
very
Wow.
balanced.
His default and the golden. So
And
Very balanced,
the
actually.
interesting thing there is we actually had 2 more planned, and then 7, 8, 9. So
Oh,
these
jeez.
things
Oh,
happen.
Fish, go home.
gosh.
Bum,
Fish,
bum,
go
bum,
to bed.
bum.
Go to bed, Fish.
Yeah, that was I
Cameron
think
not loving that.
I think it's just a shame that we didn't name this champ like 20 or something like that and really just destroyed the art team.
Huh.
Dude. Oh yeah, that they would have definitely loved you for that. Absolutely. But yeah, our first one is going to be the one that's that we're going to show is Please Save QA.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that.
It's going to be our
I'm
one
gonna
that's
stop
unlocked
making my
through the
jokes for a
season
second
pass
and let's hear him talk.
2022. So yeah, I am excited though. We're
I like
gonna
him.
get into showing
Balanced,
these folks.
unique.
Again, as I was
Talents
just saying,
that are
as we
viable.
transitioned here,
Woo-woo.
we're going to be able to see this.
He's got a
first
lot
skin
of good
called,
things going for him.
Deadly Pallor, I believe, if I'm saying that right.
Pallor, yes.
Pallor?
Love it.
Skin,
Pallor,
yeah.
Absolutely love him. I'm not gonna lie.
I was close. This one is really cool. Unlocked through the Season Pass 2022.
Oh, wow.
And the skin
Wait,
will
that's
become
sick.
unobtainable after the Season Pass 2022 has finished. And
Is
I
it balanced so
think
quick?
this is probably
No, I
his
can say
most
balanced pretty
unique
quick.
of the
That's his
7
balance
different
without
colors
cards.
that are available, just because the change of the mask.
I still think without her card, she'd be
That's
really
a highly
good.
contested spot, but it's a super like morbid take on him, like an aesthetic of like
Right
absolutely
now,
about
without seeing cards, very
hesitality.
balanced.
I really like where it ended up.
Yeah, I think
The
the
mask
colors
looks like-
here are what stand out. That contrast is so high, but I believe every skin actually has a somewhat unique mask. This one is just, as Fish said, it's very intense.
It
Yeah.
looks like somebody ripped like the flesh off of somebody's face.
It does.
Maybe that's what
I like that
happened.
vibe.
Real Terminator vibes.
It's a little morbid.
Is that what's
but,
under the mask all the time?
But yeah, again, that's your season pass skin. And our direct purchase skin that can also be obtained in the season pass is Crimson Guard, another unique
Mhm.
mask as well.
Yeah, and what we're not
Much more
seeing here, but
anonymity
you can,
here.
yeah, you can tell that these are like great skins. There's obviously all the detailing and recoloring, plus the cool mask and the weapon, but all of the capes actually have different icons on them, iconography. So look for that when you're in game. All of the capes for these skins are a little
Is it Willow
different.
already?
So that was such a good detail.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
About DR cards, yeah,
and
we'll
with
see.
that
We'll
being
see.
said,
I
our
think he's
next
going to be
skin,
balanced.
Ivy
His
Sentinel,
design is balanced.
is going to be obtainable through gold chests, direct purchase. There's also going to be a PlayStation Plus pack that will
okay.
be able to.
I like the
get
skins.
you
Unique.
to obtain this little green guy right here.
I love it.
And much more of a defender vibe going on in this one than compared to some of the others. I love the mood
Yeah.
shifts from the mask. That's very cool.
Oh yeah, and I don't know if anyone's guessing what color's next,
Hmm.
but the one that we're going to show off next is Death Orchid, which will be able to
Ooh.
be obtained from completing
Okay.
various Trials of the Realm. I do love purple. Purple's actually my favorite
yeah.
color. So,
Yeah, like a nice deep regal color, especially on
Yes.
a cape.
These
We
skins are
almost went
sick.
with
Even
Prickly
though they're-
Plum, but we thought Death Orchid was a little
Yes.
better.
A little bit more.
Have we
is needed.
seen anything we like sexy?
yeah, a little bit mood,
Prickly Plum.
right?
Yo, what's up,
And
Potter?
our
Yeah,
next
Potter,
one
very
is
much so.
Biting
I think the new
Wind,
champion
and this
is
will be
amazing.
available as the
I love
Event
his
Pass
design.
exclusive
Absolutely.
in our Bounty store.
How you doing, Potter? Thanks for the
Definitely gives
resub,
us a
buddy.
chilly vibe. I
Excited
like
for a
it.
new map. I'm not
Yeah, that
excited
one's awesome.
that they
Again,
haven't
just-
announced new
yeah.
ranked
Yeah,
map
whatever
rotations.
flavor you're feeling with
I'm very
7,
frustrated about
you
that.
pretty much have all the
but-
options.
You like grapes? Do you like blueberries?
Yes.
Do you like leafy greens?
This is a food champion. We just didn't tell
Apples.
anyone.
Yeah.
A buffet of 7.
Another day in paradise, you know.
Ooh.
And you know,
All right, chat.
every new champ that's released, they do
I think
come
we're gonna have
with
to call
a
stream here in a minute, so I can go
mastery
get
skin
video on
that
7
you
out
can
real quick,
obtain by
'cause, you know,
reaching level 50 mastery with them.
we
And
just
with 7,
YouTube
this is
clickbait,
golden
you know.
7. You know, obviously already has the gold mask, but there is a lot more gold with this one.
And a golden gun, I
Yes.
see as well.
And a golden gun.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you want to get to level 50, you want to look good as 7, you want to be out there just showing off all the gold in match. So this skin is really
So I
cool
think I'm
for
gonna
that.
go live after we get the video out. I think we're gonna go back live again.
I feel
do some ranked. Or take a
you know,
nap.
it's a
I didn't
design
sleep
that at the
last
beginning
night.
it
We'll see.
you know, seeing him develop into what he became is just fantastic.
Love it. All right,
you know, it's
love
a
it.
champion
I'm
that
excited.
ended really strong.
Boom. Let me scroll out, show you what a base looks like. It's gonna be very nice, very interesting for those especially playing ranked and just in general to have an understanding on like what champions are doing well right now, what champions are performing on keyboard and mouse and controller. We have plans to develop this more over time and put a lot more into this, especially like depending on interest from everybody and how much this gets used, etc. So like, if you're interested in using it, check it out. Pass it on to your friends, those who play ranked. Use it yourself. I love this kind of stuff. So